Hi, Nancy.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. Aren't you excited that we're here?
Yes.
With everybody to
Yes.
let them know about what it's like to be an author.
Actually, most of my life I've been writing stories, but actually publishing them, well, I was publishing for a magazine, like a continuing story. It was a continuing story of Puddle Pond, and that was maybe 20 years ago. Prior to that, it was telling stories to my children when they were growing up, and then I was a school bus driver for special needs. So then I would tell the children stories on when I'm driving the bus. It helped the children keep calmer, and the children wanted to be by the front of the bus instead of the back where they get into mischief and things. So I kind of always been telling children stories, and my mom, and for the art part of it, the illustrating, my mom has a picture of me at 3 years old with a French tam and a t-shirt painting away. I wanted to be the person doing the pictures and stuff, right? So it's always been part of me. And for actual publishing, it's been about 4 years for the actual books.
I never thought I was a writer. And my best friend at the time, she won awards in grade 5. And I remember through high school being involved in the yearbook. And I remember the English teacher at the time said, "Oh, geez, yeah, your writing is very wordy." And I just was intimidated.
Oh, yeah.
And then I started writing stories about my kids. They were inspired by my own sons, and then I went back to teaching, and I was inspired by the children that I taught. So like you,
Yeah.
my life became inspiration. And then I also found the adults, trying to make sense of some of the behavior of the adults in my world. That became inspiration for the stories. So I didn't end up writing about the adults, but the stories became metaphors for situations that happened. You know, it's write what you know.
I think I was in grade 4 when I realized that I could really write. Our teacher gave everybody in the classroom a first line, and everybody was to write a story after that, using that first line. And so I wrote this story, and I got a really good mark on it, and I took it home to show my mom, and my mother would not believe that I wrote it. You just can't, you didn't write this. Where did you get this? You know, and she was sure that I plagiarized it. So that's when I realized, wow, I think I can write.
When teaching, I would encourage the kids to just sit down and start writing, not worrying about scoping out a story and hyper organizing it, but just start writing, because you can go back and edit.
Oh yes, and I do. Most stories edited about at least 6 times.
What motivated you to self-publish your stories? And how many books have you self-published?
Well, when I was writing for the magazine, she kept telling the editor, kept saying, "You've got to put these in a book. I'm not going to take ownership of them. I want you to take my book." But as you had mentioned, self-esteem and all of those things interfered, and it was a long time. But I still write stories, but I didn't try to publish it. And then I was talking with this young lady, Judith King, and I told her what I liked doing, and she said, "Well, I can do all the computer work. You don't." And so I shared a little bit of my stories with her and stuff, and she said, "Oh no, I can do all that." So she took over all the computer work, which totally intimidated me, and I took over the writing and illustrating. And she had children's stories that she had written, as you were talking about, when your children are little. And so I illustrate books for her, and she does all the computer work for me, and it's worked out to be a really nice relationship. I have published now 8 books. I'm doing the illustration right now for my 9th book. It's The Dragon and the Wishing Well. I have a 10th book edited, but I like to do one at a time rather than to keep my focus. And also right now I'm actually working on a coloring book as well.
And it was when I retired that I decided that I was going to start self-publishing. And I did send some work out to traditional publishers, not much. You've got to be able to be very resilient to take the rejection, because each of the publishers are out for their own marketing agenda. So I thought, what the heck? I'm just going to go ahead, and I believe in my work, that I am going to self-publish and see where it goes. Now, I've been doing this for 10 years, that I've been cobbling away, and just finished I finished the 20th book, and then a little mini book, the 21st. But I've got more on the stable.